Why is the slope important when building the roof of a house? In this lesson, you will learn how to find the slope of a line by counting the horizontal and vertical change between 2 points on that line. Let's review. Slope is equal to m, which is equal to the rise, which is a vertical change, over the run, which is a horizontal change. We can think of the rise as a balloon rising, and the run as somebody running. Slope is also equal to the change in y, which is vertical, over the change in x, which is horizontal. There are different types of slope. We can have positive slope, which is like someone walking up a hill. So it's positive going up. We can have negative slope, which is similar to someone walking down a hill, which is going down. We can have zero slope, which is just walking across the horizontal floor. There is no slope, it is flat. Or we can have undefined slope, in which case you cannot walk on undefined slope. I think of this like a wall. When we move on the coordinate grid, we move in positive and negative directions. When we go left, that is in the negative x direction. When we go right, that is in the positive x direction. Up is in the positive y, and down is in the negative y. We have a coordinate grid with our line on it. Now we are looking for 2 points that go through crosshairs. This is one coordinate. It needs to be on exact coordinates. I call it crosshairs. It's where the 2 lines cross. We are looking for another one. One occurs here. So we have our 2 points that go through crosshairs, or exact coordinates. Find the slope, we need to move from one to the other. So to start at 1, we always go the y direction first. We go up 2. So it's positive 2 in the y direction. From there, we need to go right 1, which is positive 1 in the x direction. So we have a slope of change in y over the change in x, which equals 2 is our change in y, and 1 is our change in x. So our slope is 2 for this line. We want to determine the slope of the following graph line. Again, we're looking for places where the line goes through crosshairs, or exact coordinates. There is one coordinate that the line goes through exactly, and another. The slope is equal to the change in the y, which is up 4, and then we go left 6. Since we're going left, it is in the negative 6 direction. When you reduce this fraction, you get a slope of negative 2/3. Now, back to our beginning problem. We want to know the slope of this roof. So there's the roof when you look at the side of it. We're going to divide the roof in half, and we make 2 right triangles. I know the height in the center of the roof is 8 feet. From the center of the roof to one edge is 14 feet. So the slope of the roof is the change in the y direction, which is 8 feet, over the change in the x direction, which is 14 feet. Reduce this fraction, and you end up with 4/7 for the slope of the roof. Why is it important when building the roof of a house to know what the slope of the roof is? It is very important when it snows or any kind of weather. You want the snow to be able to fall off of the roof. If not, it could get too heavy and damage the roof, or it could cause a leak. So you want to have a steeper slope on your roof in order for the snow and rain to fall off of your house. common misunderstanding occurs when you do the slope backwards. Here, they're taking the change in the x direction and putting it on top, and then the change in the y direction and putting it on the bottom. This is backwards and wrong. You always do the change in the y direction first, and it goes on top. In this case, we go down 2, which is negative 2, and then we go left 3, which is negative 3. By reducing the fraction, we end up with 2/3 for the slope. In this lesson, you have learned how to find the slope of a line by counting the horizontal and vertical change between 2 points on that line.